movie.
Dudley Dawson is with us from Hogs Illustrated and WholeHogSports.com. A lot of Recruitment going on after a win over Texas. Dudley, good afternoon.
Yeah, I personally like the Muppets doing Genuine's Pony, but I don't know if I've seen that. So, yeah.
That's right.
Hey, Dudley, we got in the last 15 minutes some news out of the NFL that y'all killed Hard Knocks. They're making an announcement on Thursday, and it doesn't look like we're going to have Hard Knocks anymore.
Well, that's how we do things, Take them, run them in the ground.
All right,
It was that drone shot that took 15 minutes, and that's the thing that was so exhausting. They can't do it anymore after that drone shot through the star there at the Cowboys.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because it was Cowboys, but it's not really appointment TV there, is it?
Yeah, it's not the same anymore. It jumped the shark when Rex Ryan was talking about snacks. Let's go get a bleeping snack, that kind of thing.
Dudley, you're one of the most cultured people that we have on here. What'd you think?
Wow.
Yes, I know. And look, it's a low bar, right? But you are one of the most cultured people that we have. What'd you make of Kim Kardashian's outfit last night at the Met?
I really thought Haley Steinfeld's was better, and I really enjoyed the way that many people brought it, including the two gymnasts, Suni Lee, and I thought there was a lot of what I want to say experimentation. That
yes,
maybe we're getting too far away, from. And of course, me being the epitome of fashion here in Northwest Arkansas,
Yes.
all about that comfort feel. I'm sure many people were wondering to know what I thought, but Kim is.
Which
I think if you go to the Met Gala, you gotta. What jersey are you wearing?
What T-shirt jersey are we wearing? I mean, you only go to the Met once, right?
Yeah, so that would be Larry Bird.
Oh, you go
Larry
now
Bird.
Sleeveless Larry Bird or T-shirt Larry Bird?
Say again now.
Sleeveless Larry Bird. Are you going jersey or are you going T-shirt?
Man, when have you seen me sleeveless in the last 58 years?
Thank God, never. But it's the Met. You never know.
It might be it's a fashion statement or a
Right.
question. I'm not sure.
People would fall over because I'd walk into that thing with a suit and not a hat on. So
Wow.
that would be the issue.
When was the last time you wore a suit?
Let's see. There was a wedding this summer I went to.
Okay,
And
all right.
got out of that thing as quick as I could, but, and it was only 100 or so, and it was an outside wedding, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun. All right. So they got a commitment today out of Tennessee.
Yeah, Anthony Brown is a defensive back from Milan, Tennessee. His coach, Carl Diffie, also coached K.J. Jefferson in high school back in Sardis, Mississippi at North Panola. Anthony is a cornerback. He's got a lot of length, real good athlete. He's been recruited by a lot of different schools at a lot of different positions, but Arkansas sees him as a Jalen Catalon type, or at least that's what they've told him, and that's the comparison that his head coach uses. So, this is number 18. They're only going to be able to get in 21 to 22 unless that portal thing, where you get scholarships back passes. I don't see that happening quick enough for the standard. But, I think looked at Rivals. Rivals has them at 14 now. 24/7 has them at 21, and ESPN, where somebody apparently is asleep and they don't have the last two commits up, has them at 30. So, it's somewhere in the middle there, I'd say.
So what's left on sort of the shopping list for Sam Pittman and his staff?
I think they're going to get in addition to saving, some that they can use for the portal, obviously, I think they'll probably look a little bit more, try to get one more linebacker. I think they'll also take a look at they're into the point now, get the best players available, because I think they've covered most of the bases in terms of what they wanted in terms of numbers of depth at different positions. Probably another offensive lineman, probably another defensive lineman, and best player available.
Yeah.
Oh, and if the young man from Tulsa, Gentry Williams, wanted to come over here, they'd figure out how to shove somebody out the door. So.
They would make it. It would all work itself out as.
Yes, as Coach Richardson used to say, the numbers always work themselves out.
That's right. We're talking with Dudley Dawson here on Ruscin and Zach. The other noteworthy thing out of this is they offered Kane Archer, the quarterback that people are raving about, out of Greenwood.
Yeah, and as I think I've said on the show before, I'm sure he's a great kid. He's probably going to turn out to be a great quarterback, but I'm just, I just go apoplectic when they offer eighth graders and all that. And I'm sure I'm going to go see him play when he at least gets to the ninth grade. But Michigan, Missouri, Arkansas. I'm sure that it was a good thing to go ahead and do that. But I'm just not into the offering eighth grader.
I mean, he hasn't played a varsity game yet. Does this?
No, but he has 17 of 22 in ninth grade games.
Well, I think I was 17 for 22 in a ninth grade game. but I mean, this just feels like you have to, right? Since he's getting offers, this has nothing to do with evaluation. I don't know how you evaluate eighth grade football film, but this is hey, Michigan's done this. We have to do this.
Well, he came to camp in Arkansas this summer, went to several other camps, and I mean, if you didn't know he was an eighth grader, you wouldn't be able to tell it. But again, I go back to just thank Eli Drinkowitz for this one. He got this ball rolling, and then Michigan guy jumps in as well. I do think that the kid, from talking to people around him, is very level-headed, has a good support system. So maybe it won't get to him too young, as it does. So for so many of these kids who get offered so early and then start to believe their clippings and get to where, I don't know, they won't call sports reporters back or something like that.
Oh well, yeah. It's a very long way off before all of that transpires and everything. But I mean, I can't think of a better way to have your visit go than you go there. The place is an incredible environment. They rush the field after. They win soundly. And then you get to have scrambled eggs at Sam Pittman's house on Sunday morning. I mean, it's pretty good.
Absolutely. I thought that's a pretty good deal there. And I did think one thing they did, that they could have had 200 recruits if they wanted, or 250 if they wanted to, if they just wanted to give out tickets and let them find spots and all that. But I thought they did pretty good by limiting it to 60, because when you have these big weekends, you've got to make contact with them. You've got to, say hi and all that kind of stuff. But you can't, if it's 250, you're going to leave somebody out, and watch that guy turn out to be this generation's Tom Brady, and you missed him because you were talking to somebody else there. So I thought they did good at keeping it to a minimum of people that they really want and believe have the opportunity to be really good players in this program.
Trying to limit the amount of people that just wanted the free ticket to the game and not really had any interest at all in the Arkansas program.
I mean, and it wasn't just, it's not just the football team that got the bounce. There were a lot of recruits across many different sports that were at that game on Saturday.
Yeah, there have been 3 baseball commits since that happened. One flipped from Notre Dame, one flipped from Baylor, and one flipped from Arizona. So it has paid off dividends. Now, let's say one of those kids came the week before, and he was raving about the Rice game, and he was stoked on the crowd for that. But it is helping all these sports. I mean, obviously, Mike Neighbors gets that 5-star.
Yeah, he got a 5-star out of California.
Out of Florida. Yeah, Florida.
Florida? Yeah, Florida, my bad.
Yeah. And had a 4-star in here. So everybody put it to use this weekend. And, they should. And I wrote a column last week, if they didn't win, but still would probably move the needle, but you had to take advantage of this weekend. And certainly that's what the football program and so many other sports around here are doing.
Absolutely. You are a fan of comedy, as Zach and I know. You have any thoughts on the passing of Norm Macdonald today?
Man, I thought he brought I don't know how to put this. He was always funny, but I thought he brought a intelligence to the comedy at the news desk on Saturday Night Live, and he was always bitterly sarcastic, which is something I've been accused of being once or twice. So he was right up my alley. But yeah, it's sad to hear that it was a 10-year battle. I know Chris Kattan and Jim Brewer both mentioned him when they were at the Grove Comedy Club here in Lowell. I had no idea that he was that sick. But, as we all know, cancer is a bad deal. But he sure brought a lot of great moments into into our lives, whether it was Saturday Night Live or his different TV shows and movies. And just seemed like a good dude. May not have been, maybe a serial killer for all I know, but he seemed like a good dude.
And speaking of comedians that you like, the Cowboys are going to gird up their loins and play again this Sunday against the Chargers. At what point do you just give up and say this season's a lost cause?
When I'm 58 and have been through this the last 20 years, after riding herd on the NFL for the longest time, and I'm sure I'm going to stick in there a while.
Okay.
We've got a text question about Nick Smith's visit.
Tell you what, I would have told you 2 weeks ago they had absolutely no shot. Now, I'm in no way saying he's going to come here, but they have done their absolute best to get into this. He now has a Final Four of Arkansas, Auburn, Alabama, and UAPB.
He's a guard, correct? He's a 4-star guard.
Yes.
Okay.
5-star.
5-star.
He's the number 6 player in the country per ESPN. And in all of the services top 25, he's a legit superstar. Would probably only be around here 1 year, but it would be a phenomenal get. We'll see. But I think they've done all they can. If he does not come here after all they've done, I think that he will just wanted to have gone somebody's place.
All right, Dudley. Thank you, sir, as always.
My pleasure.
Dudley Dawson, Hogs Illustrated, WholeHogSports.com.
It's that time of the year again, and all eyes are now turning to football as teams are back on the gridiron to start the football season. As always, BetOnline is your #1 spot for all of the pro and college football action this season. Get all of the updated odds, props, and contests, including the online's biggest $500,000 NFL mega contest, the world's largest 200,000 NFL Survivor contest, open now at BetOnline. Here's what you have to do. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 100% welcome bonus. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts.